Okay, so this very important difference between hybrid and open pollinated, and the same goes to here. We will put them in the plot. This is because the nursery, it's like a hospital for small babies, okay? We have to have it function all the time. How we start with the seed, okay? Basically we start with the tray, okay? We have the media. I welcome you all to just come and fill, okay? So this is all soil media, okay? So this is just very compost media. Please feel free, touch, okay? Yeah? It comes more dry, but the first thing we do before the seeds is we open the media, okay? We put Kidogo Maji with a ratio that we know. We don't want to put too much because you remember we said that the seeds, they don't want the soil to be completely soaked, but we still need to put a bit of Maji inside. This is a little bit of dry. I would put a little bit more, okay? No, this is only plant compost, okay? Now this is coming, basically just for information, this coming from Europe. So apart from the soil media, we are also putting vermiculite, okay? Vermiculite, this is, okay, again also you can, okay? So this is just like small rocks, and these rocks had been treated with a lot of heat and pressure, okay? And then they got expanded, okay? So if you look at them close, okay, you see it's like small thin layers on layers on layers on layers on layers, okay? And in between those layers will come the water, okay? So this vermiculite is very good to aerate the media, but also to hold water, okay? So we put like 3 parts of this. The ratio is not really important right now, but we put the majority of this. We put it with a little bit of the vermiculite, so it will hold better, so it will hold more water and is to be more aerated. Okay, the roots, they don't need to have only water and nutrients, they need to have air. Okay, roots like us, they breathe oxygen. Okay, so this also helps to create the aeration. So basically after mixing, we're putting it inside. Put inside. Okay, so I'm just putting it inside. Now this, if you do it in your own place, okay, don't put the soil all the way. Don't do it too compact, okay? Because if you do it like this and then you put Maji, there is no air inside, okay? There is no holes, and it's going to be very hard for the plant to germinate, okay? It's not even growing up here. It's very small. He's taking the roots, and we will see now when we go to the inside, taking his head like this, okay? This is what is happening. And if here there is a lot of water and a lot of soil and it's heavy, so this will take a lot of time. Yeah, and then if it takes long time, it has more time to be affected also, like with negative effects. Okay, so basically we just put like, this is a very good okay, like method to compact it a little bit, but not too much. Okay, we do a small hole, we put the seed, like a thumb rule, very easy rule to remember. If you ask yourself how much deep I need, do I need to do it like this or I need to do it like this, okay? Yeah, so how I know? So for maize, this is going to be too little, yeah? But for carrot, it might be too deep, yeah, because the carrot is very small. So basically you can just look at the size of the seed, multiply it by 3 to 4, and this will give you a good estimation about how deep it should be going inside, okay? After putting the seeds, we put the vermiculite, Sarah, Maji, Bus, and then we put it in incubation. Okay, we're putting our shoes in this one, okay, for Jiki, because we don't want to bring anything from the outside. To work with, first of all, hybrid seed, okay, that we can plan on and we can anticipate, okay. And we are also going to talk here about how we are treating this seed, okay? Like we need to give him the best condition and what is a ready transplant, a ready seedling, and what is not, okay? So after sowing the seedling in the operational room, Sawa? In the future we are going to put everything, you see the black room over there? Okay, so right now it's not ready, it's very hot inside. So we don't put the seeds over there, but soon, after sowing, after covering with vermiculite and water, we're going to put it in the dark room. Okay, seeds, like in nature, they germinate underground. Means they don't want light, okay? They need the lack of light in order to germinate properly, and in order to germinate in a much more uniform way. So after having them in the incubation room, we leave them for sometimes 3, 4, depends on the crop. For example, pili pili, it can take like almost a week. Okay, so what we do, one thing that is very important to look for when we do the incubation, we don't want to keep the seeds inside the dark room too much, okay? Because what will happen is that they will be too long. They will elongate, because see, plants, they look for the light. And if plants, they don't have enough light, they try to climb, okay? Like you see in jungles, the plants that are climbing on other trees, okay? So we need to look that we are not putting the seed too much time in the incubation room, in the black room. And this we do by just taking the soil a little bit, okay? And so this seed hasn't started germinating yet, okay? So this, basically this can be still be in the soil, in the incubation room. But what I look for is the bending that I just told you about the seed. Opa, this one, okay? Yeah, you see this bending? Okay, so this, if, like I need, even 2 days before, I would put it outside of the incubation room, okay? So I'm just looking for the root development. Opa, perfect, okay? And you see this one now is starting to bend to leave his stem, okay? And if it's very heavy in water, it's going to be hard for you, okay? So we need to know the right amount of water, okay? Nursery, it's a work, we need to be very minded, okay? We need to put a lot of attention on the details. So everything very, very small. After germination, we take them out, okay? And now we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between the OP and the hybrid, okay? But not just theoretical difference, but practical difference, and why it's very hard to work with the OPs, okay? So please, you can now join this. Okay, open pollinated, it's a local variety of pili pili. First of all, first thing you can see, germination rates, right? Very low. This is a good tray, it has 60%, okay? You have some over here, it has it at 10%, okay? And this is not even the worst problem. The worst problem is that now this tray, okay? Or this tray. This plant, I need to start putting fertilizer, okay? Because if I'm not putting fertilizer, I will have deficiencies. But for this plant, if I'm going to put fertilizer, I'm going to burn. So I have no idea what to do with this tray. Right? This tray, it's a metaphor for the whole season. Because if I'm going to start my season with this plant, I will have one bed on harvesting, one plant still needs to be stacked, one is full of chemical, one is small, one is big, one needs more fertilizer, one needs less. Even if the season is good, I don't want to work like this, okay? Because even if one season is good, we don't know if this next season will be the same. And for us, for farmers, first of all, and I hope that this is true for all, but a farmer is first of all a businessman. Yeah, and if a farmer is not making money, he's not going to farm in the next season. right? So first of all, he needs to know business. He needs to have any like a financial planning. And when we work with this kind of seeds, we cannot do any planning, nothing. So only 80% of his seeds he can sue me. Okay? I'm saying if the farmer he gives me the seed bag, yes. On the seed bag it says the germination rate. If I'm giving him less seeds than the germination rate, I need to compensate the farmer. But over there, I can give the farmer a tray with 5 seedlings and
nobody will sue you.
Yeah. No guarantees. Yeah. So this is a very, very important difference between hybrid and open pollinated, and the same goes to here. We will put them in the plot, all of them, they will be the same level all the time, they will be very uniform. Imara, I can call the guy from Seedco, I ask him, tell me the Imara tomato, what is the yield, he can tell me the numbers, and then I can start thinking if I want to grow this or not. Yeah, so this is all Imara F1. Now we don't have in a farm in the actually we do have. The roots is the same. This roots is not good, okay? You see the roots are full, okay, which means that maybe this seedling actually looks healthy, strong, you know? But actually this roots is too developed, okay? It start to be like on top of another, they are suffocating one of another, okay? This is all very little soil, a lot of roots. Okay, so this was needed to go to the ground like 3 weeks ago. Okay, those one next week. Okay.
Ili kupata mafunzo zaidi, usisahau kusubscribe na kubonyeza alama ya kengele. Pia usiache kulike, kucomment na kushare kipindi hiki.